Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations. Previously, we convinced Agent Sheena of Interpol that Kay Faraday probably wasn't the murderer of Manny Cochin over in the Babal embassy. But there is still the possibility Kay could be the arsonist, Sheena said, so we need to prove her innocence twice over. And that brought us over next door to the Alabast embassy, where more bullshit has happened. There's been a murder here. There's the body of Mask Demask II. And who should be the prime suspect but one Larry Butts as the Steel Samurai, of course. And then Detective Bad showed up again, so the whole gang's here and everything is just... basically, 10,000 things happened all at once, and it's been a wild time. They're going all out with this case. Now, before we resume, there's something really important I need to say. While I was editing the previous video, I noticed something. Now, I'm not gonna say what it is. No spoilers, because who knows, there could be at least one viewer out there who's, for some goddamn reason, choosing this Let's Play to be their first experience in this game, and they also want to see things unfold naturally, so all I'm gonna say is that I'm 99% certain I have figured out this game's biggest twist. That's all I'm gonna say, and I wish I could have remained ignorant to what I have seen and figured out. I wish I could have been bowled over by the reveal, or have a huge on-camera aha moment. But if I'm right, I'm still very pleased because I think it's an amazing thing. Bravo, Capcom. Well done. Now, we have a lot of people to talk to and a lot of objects in the room to look at, so let's begin. Yes? Oh, lots of things. I've only just arrived in this room myself, which is why we need to investigate some more. Yes, I agree. Our priority should be on understanding what the current situation is. Of course. I was planning to do that from the very beginning. In that case, hurry up and start the investigation already. I will. So let's get started. In order to find out the truth behind what happened here, I should start by gathering as much information as I can. Mask Demask. I see that yet another weirdo has popped up in my absence. Yes, and as I understand it, he was a brilliant thief to whom the world was his oyster. He stole extremely valuable objects one after another for a while. Detective Gumshoe was in charge of the case, and not once did he catch Demask. Huh, I had already researched all that, you know. Last year, when Demask gave himself up and was finally arrested, he was apparently represented by that man. Knowing him, I'm almost curious as to how insane that trial turned out to be. Oh, you should have been there. Indeed. But why would anyone want to kill Demask? I should really find out some more about the victim. That's cute. I like to imagine that Phoenix is like some sort of, eye-rolling figure, like a he who must not be named, who just brings them nothing but grief and dismay. Like, there is a cartoon dirt cloud following Phoenix. It's just chaos. What exactly is that hideous fashion faux pas in the costume he's wearing supposed to be? I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. There's something different about it than what I remember. That costume is from the very first Steel Samurai. It's a live-action superhero show on television, beloved by children and adults alike. The steel samurai's weapon is the samurai spear, and it is with the samurai spear that he performs his special attacks. I bet he thinks he's being smooth, which enthrall all who watch them in action. You seem to know quite a bit. Not at all. And in any case, Franziska, I believe the samurai you are familiar with is the second one. The nickel samurai, who was part of that case last year. Do you recall that case? Oh. Yes, I remember. Although I'd much rather it stay buried in the depths of my mind. Not that I blame her. She was shot during the course of that trial. Was she? Oh man. Forgot about that. What the hell? I fear she may still be suffering great trauma over the shooting. What the hell? When did that happen? Anyway, that aside, it looks like the steel samurai is the suspect this time. Yes, although that's because of who is inside the costume rather than the character. Oh, that's right, if he is the steel samurai. Miles Edgeworth, have you been in shock over something this whole time? No, I'm not in shock over anything. I wanted to forget that I had received the steel samurai's autograph from Larry. But the autograph, the drawing of the samurai spear, and the caricature of his face. Why did he waste so much time on the most useless parts of the autograph? Huh? Hey, Edgy, did you say something? No, I didn't say anything. It's because Larry's an artist and he likes to draw. He's good at it. Alright, let's talk to him. Larry, there are a few things I need to ask you about. Hey, how about that? I've got a few things I've got to ask you too. What is it? It's like both you and him. How is it that the two of you always manage to have some cute or hot girl by your side? It is a trend, isn't it? And Francie, what about that promise you made to me? Promise? What promise? The one where you said you would model for my next book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip? Yow! I made no such promise. Ever since grade school, we've had a certain saying about Larry. When something smells, it's usually the butts. One needs to look no further than this man to find the king of troublemakers. Alright, let's present some stuff first thing. Larry, I wonder if you might know what this is. No, not a clue. You didn't even look at it. Nah, that's because the only thing I can see right now is the form of my lovely Francie. Oh, in that case, allow me to help you sear my form into you for all eternity. Whippity whip trip! Wait, oh, he likes it. Oh no! Now this is a trip I'm willing to endorse, especially if we can finally get some peace here. Okay. Oh hey, it's a steel samurai! I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I may let you live. The steel samurai that was up there on that stage, was that really you? Yup, sure was. Larry! You! Steel Samurai Sushi Slice! I was moved by the performance of this man. This completely useless, worthless bum. I fear I may never recover from this. Comedy gold. Yeah, I don't suppose he'd know anything about these, so. As I recall, aren't you calling yourself Laurice Dunim now? Oh my god. It's spelled different, but oh my god, Dunim. Oh lord. That brings back memories. That's Dunim! Laurice Dunim! Get that straight in your head, Edgy! How? Now I remember. You're that rude, pale imitation of a real artist. No, you've got it all wrong. I gave up on that whole Laurice business. Besides, when Bangelina left me and my heart in pieces... Bangelina! That's when Mindy walked into my life. She's been so good to me that I wanted to help her in some way. I figured I could through the Steel Samurai outfit. Your inane blathering makes less and less sense each time we meet. I believe he's saying that he picked up this part-time job as the Steel Samurai so that he may attempt to capture the heart of the actress who plays the Pink Princess. You got it! I knew you'd know what I mean, Edgy. Not really. It's not so much as I understood, but a simple deduction based on your usual modus operandi, Larry. My man is down bad. Larry, I'd like you to confess right now to everything you did tonight. Confess? Hey! Don't tell me you suspect me too! Nonsense. I don't believe you have the mental acuity needed to plan and execute a murder. However, we are talking about you here, so I find it hard to believe that nothing happened. For past experience has taught me that you are always at the center of some insane event. Edgy! How can you be so mean, stabbing with your words like that? Unfortunately, I don't have the time to search out a key to unlock your heart this time. So I suggest that you cooperate and tell me what you know. I'm glad that Edgeworth hasn't forgotten that he experienced firsthand supernatural bullshit. That was kind of an important thing. Okay, I get it. Just stop Franzi from whipping me from behind. So, I guess you know what I did, right, Edgy? I can't even begin to imagine. However, I imagine that whatever you were up to was probably beyond my imagination. So you will tell me what exactly you did, Larry? No, not yet, Edgy. It'll take more than that to loosen my lips. A lot more! Confess. Now. Okay, well, I was up on the roof. And why exactly were you up there? Oh, you know, that wintry custom and the legendary hero. Legendary hero. Santa Claus! Santa Claus. I wanted to do that thing he does, so I climbed up to one of the chimneys. But when I got up there was smoke pouring out of the chimney. Oh. There was a fire in the fireplace. Could someone have been burning evidence, documents maybe? And, well, we couldn't go down the chimney with smoke coming up, right? So, I gave up. Larry, you do realize that Santa Claus does not exist, right? Wow, Edgeworth. Wow, you big old fuddy-duddy. Get a load of this guy. He doesn't think Santa Claus is real. What an idiot. Of course I know. I did graduate from junior high, you know. Then you should also understand this. If Santa was real, he would be the biggest unlawful trespasser in history. Oh, crud! It is your attempt to imitate Santa that has landed you as prime suspect in this murder. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this simmer a bit. Just need a little moment over here to process this sentence I just read. Okay, we're good. Come on, man. What's so wrong with pretending to be Santa? Let's start with the fact that it will be the Ides of March in a matter of hours. Santa only visits homes on December 24th. That's in December, you nitwit. No! Hey, wait a sec. We're not in court. Oh my god, Larry. Oh my god. Okay. Bad, how you doing? Oh, we already talked to you? Really? Alright. You did some investigating over in the Babalese embassy too, right? I did. Is there a problem? Lane G says, a wolf who aims to hunt for 2 rabbits at once. I believe the idiom you require is, he who runs after 2 hares will catch neither. A real wolf can catch both. I see. So what are you trying to say, seeing as how I'm currently handling 2 cases? Suit yourself, but don't say I didn't warn you. No matter how hard you try, you'll never be a necessity in our Sifu's investigation. Is that a fact? But no matter how good he is bound to overlook something. If you insult our Sifu, then prepare to be punished. Oh, and how exactly would you punish us? Every investigator under Sifu's command will work to disrupt your investigation. Vindictive much? Okay, the body. I'm quite curious. Who the hell is this? Can I not? Okay. So this is the victim, Damask II. What is with his gaudy outfit? You don't know about Mask Damask. A few months ago, this thief caused a lot of havoc in the populace. So this thief is separate from the Yatagarasu? I thought they were for a while, because their MO and targets were different. Damask likes high-value trinkets and jewels, and being gaudy is his signature. Gumshoe was in charge of that investigation, so he'd know more about Damask. That's alright. All I'd probably hear are tales of his failure anyway. You haven't changed a bit, I see. In any case, let's get started here, shall we? Okay. Who's the man in the mask? I thought that Damask had quite the business. Oh, quit the business. This guy. He's just a copycat using the name. A phony successor. He's just another petty thief. His real identity is an out-of-work guy by the name of Kashino. Casino? Okay. Alright. He is 29 and wanted on larceny charges. From his clothes and what he was carrying, we determined that this guy is the real Damask II. The cause of death appears to be the loss of blood from the back of his head. It seems that he was struck with something very hard. In other words, he was bludgeoned to death. Okay, a blunt prop sword might do that. There's not a single shred of fashion sense in Damask's costume. Well, at least I can appreciate the great effort he must have put into making it. You two don't know? You can buy this costume almost anywhere now. It's being sold. Since when? Since around New Year's. The streets are practically flooded with them. Turns out Damask is a lot more popular than I thought he'd be. I can't believe that foolish fool would dress in fool's clothing to act foolishly. We got your point about 3 foolishes back, Franziska. So what's this cloth? This thieving cloth? I suppose this was the wrapping cloth Damask II used to carry his stolen goods. But there's nothing wrapped in it now. I guess he never did manage to get his hands on whatever it was he was about to steal. And the sword? So this is the murder weapon in this case. There's blood on the blade. It's a rather sweeping sword, isn't it? What did you expect? It's Steel Samurai's daddy's secondary weapon. I only call it his secondary because although he uses his sword in most of his battles, it's his trusty samurai spear that he turns to in a real fight. I could listen to Edgeworth talk about the Steel Samurai for ages. You sure know quite a bit about the Steel Samurai. That's only because I saw the stage show earlier. The owner of this sword is a Steel Samurai, or in other words, Larry. I should probably ask him about it, as detrimental as it is proving him innocent. Okay. Now what's in his hand? What is he holding? It looks like a piece of paper from a notepad. Oh. Directions to this office. So he was out to steal the Primaduck statue. Now, did Damask II believe that the alabaster version of the statue was the real deal? Because no one knew which was the real one yet. Was he willing to take the 50-50 odds? It would appear that directions on how to reach this room were written by hand. There's something written on the back as well. I'd like you to steal the Primaduck statue in this room. What is that supposed to mean? Who writes a note to themselves like that? If I had to guess from the text, I would say that this is actually a request from someone about what to steal. Just who is the person that requested that theft of the Primaduck statue? Interesting. Alright, Larry, about that sword. Larry, about the samurai sword that was used as a murder weapon. Oh, that. Well, I shook hands with the ambassador in this room, you know. Yes, apparently you did. And, well, I totally forgot about it and left it behind when I left afterwards. You want to talk about shock? I was most shocked of all when I heard it killed someone. Shocked! Foolish fool, looking especially foolish for foolishly stating such a foolish excuse. You forgot to take something that big with you. Who would believe such a tale? Sorry, Miss Von Karma, but I believe him. Because if anyone could forget something like that, it would be Larry. Hedgie, you believe me. I just knew that our friendship is something special. Anyway, even if Larry had simply forgotten the sword and left it behind, that in no way clears his name. Which means that I'll have to prove his innocence from a different angle. So Larry, would you know anything about the note? Nope. Okay, do you have any special dialogue if I were to show you the sword directly? Hey, that's an official Steel Samurai weapon! Huh? What? Want me to do it? Oh, you have no idea how many fans ask that of me. What are you prattling on about now? Steel Samurai Sushi Slice! How was that? I bet it sent shivers up your spine. I let myself get caught up in being a spectator. How could I have failed myself? Okay, I think that's everyone in the room talked to. So let's look at the room itself. The clock. There was a grandfather clock just like this one earlier in the Boboli's embassy. You know, symmetry is a fine thing, but their interior design really suffers for it. Really? I think this clock actually fits the decor of this room quite well. I suppose the wood does suit the all-natural atmosphere of this room. Its design and the material it's made of strikes a good balance with the plants. Hey, you two! Now's not the time to be talking about interior decorating, you know? Hurry up and save me! Be quiet. Ack! This is all a part of my elite investigation. All you need to do is be quiet and watch. Actually, I do believe Larry has a point for once. There are some weapons on display on this wall. A crossbow, and under that, a set of knives bearing a flower motif. They must be the counterparts to the Boboli's knives. I also notice the steel samurai spear is bent. Someone tried to use it for something. Wait, what the hell? Is it just me, or does that plant on the left look exactly like Alba? I see the nose and the wavy hair and everything. What? What? Which means that the blades inside these scabbards should match the blade that was used to kill Mr. Cochin. Alright. Left to right. Take this one bit at a time. What is that plant supposed to be? Franziska, can't you see that it's supposed to be a likeness of the Ambassador Alba? Miles Edgeworth, as a subordinate, you have a lot of nerve telling me what to think. I look forward to your next salary assessment next month. You are deluding yourself if you think you have any control over that. Force of habit, maybe. It's a steel samurai's primary weapon, the samurai spear. Isn't it awesome? I totally fell for this thing. It's sleek and shiny, just like my heart. It comes at you like whoosh. When you hold it, you just want to live like bam. You do well to watch what you say, Larry. Although, it is just as Larry says, the spear is quite the symbol of valor. However, speaking of spears, aren't you supposed to use them by thrusting the point straight into your opponent? I'm not entirely convinced the spear is up to the task. What's wrong, Edgy? You're just staring off into the distance. Oh, I get it. Tell you what, I'll tell the studio to make you one, okay? But this one's mine. Did I say anything about wanting one? You said it with your heart, my man. With your heart. Maybe I can shut him up if I show him the piece of evidence. Now we'll point something out about this spear. Oh. Huh? Deduce. Can I deduce anything with this just yet? I'm not sure I can quite do that yet, so we'll come back to that. Why is there a weapon on display in a place like this? I wonder why there are no whips on display here. Okay. The knives. Knives adorned with flowers are on display here. I suspect that these are the counterparts to the Boboli's knives. The blades of these knives should match the blade of the knife that killed Mr. Cochin. What? One of the knives is missing its blade. Let's see if the two pieces, the blade and handle, fit each other. It would appear that they fit together quite well, almost seamlessly. Then this means that an alabastrian knife did find its way into Babal. But how? I can spot absolutely no difference between this prima duck statue and Babal's. The statue's face looks a bit like that costumed hero you like so very much. I only wonder why you Americans have such an affinity for this kind of face. The statue wasn't made by an American, you know. At least, I don't suppose so. Speaking of Americans or Japanifornia, apparently, in the Japanese version of this game, where this is indeed set in Japan, the culture corner over in the Babal embassy, yeah, it was filled with Japanese stuff. So for the localization, they changed up the sprites and all the dialogue pretty well. It was very seamless. I liked it. So good work to the translator team. The counterpart to the Babalese butterfly is the alabastrian flower. The butterfly and flower, they're both lovely things. But can we interpret this to mean that Alabast provides honey to Babal? Franziska, can't you come up with a more meaningful or profound comment? Very well then, let's hear what sort of profound comment you can come up with. Well, flowers cannot survive without the butterflies that spread their pollen. And butterflies cannot live without the nectar that flowers provide. If either one were to disappear from the equation, neither would survive. How was that, Miss Von Karma? Your explanation took so long that I nearly fell asleep. Well, let's continue the investigation. Franziska, why can't you just admit I had something there? There was the exact same statue sitting in that Babalese office we examined. It's the prima duck statue. It is the national treasure of the Principality of Cadopia. There is only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Let's take a closer look. The face. It's a prima duck statue. There is one of these on the Babalese side as well. I hear it's very valuable and made of pure gold. It was a national treasure of Cadopia. There is only one of these statues, meaning that one of the two is a replica. But both Alabast and Babal claim to have the real thing and won't budge from their claim. What an incredibly childish fight to have. Do we see this already? Same dialogue, but just here. And I can't skip it for some reason. Mash, 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 mash. So I guess we should take a look at the fireplace. Maybe we can find the remnants of something burned in there. Because if Larry was right, and he was thinking of this chimney as the right one, well, I mean, there is a possibility that he could have been trying to climb down the Babalese chimney, and the smoke he was seeing could have been the fire that was raging inside. Anyway, start with the desk. Wow, they already got the photo? Wait. Why is the statue facing to the left? It's been moved. The person shaking hands with the steel samurai in this picture is Ambassador Alba. It was taken just before the murder. The steel samurai must be very popular. They're even using a national treasure as backdrop. I just don't understand. What exactly is so great about Top Knot there? Clearly there is a depth to this show that a young person like you can't fathom. Speaking of young people, aren't young children the target audience of this show of costumed actors? That is odd. Maybe we can deduce when you look at the statue. It's a fireplace, and by the looks of it, I don't think it's been used recently. Yes, I can't say that I see anything unusual about it. Okay, Larry was mistaken. He was going down the wrong chimney. I think. Whoa. 2 gorgeous flowers are in full bloom here. I'm sure flowers as lovely as these must have an equally as lovely name. Miles Edgeworth, are you done staring? I should hardly think passion flowers are all that rare. Passion flowers. That's a rather unusual name. It was named by priests in the 15th century for the Passion of Christ. Whoa! Okay. I guess Christ exists. As they say, you learn something new every day. I wonder if passion flowers are real. Good lord, how could this possibly be related? The hell? Okay. This must be Ambassador Alba's desk. His notebook is open on his desk. He must have been in the middle of some important work. Sapling growth log. It finally sprouted today. Funny. It doesn't look like important work to me. Okay. Let's see if we can't deduce something here. Yes. The statue's facing this way. The photo is here. Yeah. Look at this photo and tell me what you find odd about the scene, Miss Von Karma. The apparent joy on the ambassador's face as he shakes that top-knot's hand. That's not it. I was trying to point out that the statue in the photo is facing a different way. You're right. This statue is a national treasure. As such, only an ambassador or a secretariat-level person is allowed to handle it. The fact that the statue is facing one way in this photo, and now it's facing a different direction in this preserved crime scene, is proof that someone touched the statue around the time of the crime. Nice. Okay. Is there any logic we can work out? Oh, just that. Well then. Bad. Any new thoughts? No. Franny, any new thoughts? No. Okay, well, I want to say we can deduce the spear then. That's all bent, but how do we do that? Do we say that the current state of the spear contradicts the drawing? But that's kind of weird. Maybe you can say, if the spear got bent out of shape from some impact, why is the samurai sword pristine from an impact? That kind of feels like a leap in logic, though. It's too indirect for what Ace Attorney usually goes for when you have to deduce something or find a contradiction. So I'm not sure. Well, we can ask Larry about the photo. We could get a lead there. I don't think we talked to him about it. Oh, hey, it's a steel samurai! I want you to answer this for me, Larry, and depending on the answer, I may let you live. Oh, we saw this. Okay. So there's nothing else, huh? Decorative plants here as well. This room is overflowing with nature. Humans used to live in the grandeur of nature once, long ago. I believe I'm not mistaken in thinking that those people truly love nature. Huh, this coming from a man who loved shows featuring costumed actors. Ugh, she just had to go there again, didn't she? Okay, is there anything else? Anything? I mean, can we look at the birds? I want to look at the birds. How do I do that? I guess the birds are just set piece. Alright, I think the spear is our only remaining lead. Okay. Why is the spear bent compared to the drawing? Larry, about the spear. Oh, you feeling it? Bam! I thought there was something strange about the spear. Tell me, Larry, is it just me or is the spear a bit bent? What? No way! It's exactly as it should be, yo! I have here the autograph you wrote for me earlier. Now, take a good look at this which you drew with your own hands. You can see that the spear is clearly of a different shape. What do you have to say to that? I'm sorry! When I hold the spear in my hands, all of a sudden I feel super powerful. And then, during practice, I was spinning it around and around. And bam! It hit the wall! You unbelievable! This is an embassy! But I've always been like that, ever since I was a kid. Look, I think we've all had a phase where we really, really love spinning sticks around. I had that phase when I was like 8. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. Like, yeah, I'm not done with this tangent. You know Star Wars Kid? That person who filmed themselves in a garage doing all sorts of flippy things with a staff. Yeah, there's nothing shameful about that. That guy was having fun, and the internet made fun of him for it. Little guys, come on. One time on an overnight field trip, I bought a fake sword and played with it late that night. I'm just a useless hot-blooded man. Larry, clarify that for me, will you? Okay, so it was some field trip, and I began to shadow fight with myself. Not that. I meant what you said earlier about spinning the spear and hitting the wall. Oh, that! It's no biggie. It's not like I left a hole or anything. That's not why I'm asking, Larry. The samurai spear is made of metal. I somehow doubt that a move as simple as spinning it around would cause it to bend. Man, Edgy, you're so naive. What? Where did that come from? Well, you keep calling it the samurai spear. But it's not real. You can't really fight someone with it. Because it's hollow on the inside. You could hit it against practically anything and it would bend. Is that so? Don't tell me you thought it was real. Oh, but don't take it the wrong way. I just think that part of your personality is cute. I see. Your friendship truly is something special, Miles Edgeworth. Oh, that's not friendship. It's utter humiliation. I guess that about wraps up my investigation. That's... Yo, Pink Princess! How are you feeling? Still feeling ill? So, this should be Mindy. Wait a second. Wait, goddamn second. No. Wait. If you take Mindy and you flip the M upside down for Wumbo, And when one of the people that we talked to in the lobby said that they thought they heard the Pink Princess's hip crack. No, wait, no, say it ain't so. No. No, please. And yet another strange character comes out of the woodwork. And so the Pink Princess also comes to pay the Alabastrian Embassy a visit. I believe I may need to speak with her as well. Oh God. Miss Pink Princess, I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. Oh no. Oh no, here it comes. Miss Pink Princess. God damn it. God damn it. Okay. Alright, fine, I'm down for it, whatever, let's do this. This must be what they call fate. How could this happen 2 days in a row? What the? Aren't you Miss Oldbag? Why are you so surprised? So you're the one that got to play the Steel Samurai. It's too bad I didn't realize that until now. You are acquaintances with Larry. Why, yes, we worked at the same company for a little while, you know. That's why it's okay, my edgy poo. You don't need to be so jealous. Ugh. I was in the next room, you know, trying to get in some beauty sleep. But it was so noisy here that I couldn't fall asleep, so I came over to complain. So imagine my shock when I saw my precious edgy poo waiting here for me. I mean, who could have imagined that he would ever come to a show like this? I guess I've misjudged you, edgy poo. You misjudged him. I thought he was trying to avoid me, you know. That was no misjudgment on your part. That's precisely what I was trying to do. But it looks like the winds have shifted and he's now willing to be chased after. I'm simply overwhelmed. Don't you worry, edgy poo, I'll chase you for forever, to the ends of the earth. Isn't that just peachy? This is one of those rare times when Franziska and I actually see eye to eye. Okay. What's this? A present for me? No, obviously I can't simply give you a piece of evidence. I see. You're just embarrassed to give it to me in front of all these people. But don't worry, I can wait. A present of love from my edgy poo is beyond worth it. What a bother. If you only knew how much, Franziska. Alright. Yeah, okay, Now then, what are you doing here? I thought you were working at Gatewaterland as the Pink Badger. What are you talking about? That was ages ago. That was yesterday. Look, I worked at Global Studios before, a long time ago, right? Well, they called me up this morning, kind of out of the blue, actually. They called you. Apparently, the girl who plays the Pink Princess collapsed from a bad cold. It happened so suddenly, so they called me in to be her last-minute replacement. Do they not have enough people on staff at that studio? I really couldn't say no, so here I am, playing the role of the heroine. Instead of that Mindy girl, I mean. Oh, I get it. So Mindy is the real actress. And they replaced Mindy with Windy. But the poor girl, I feel bad for her. Because they let me stand in for her. She's going to have a... I mean, it's not exactly a great... Okay. Beautiful. You're a rather lively old lady. So basically, you received the stand-in request this morning, correct? You got it. If you need to see it, I've got it right here. Look. It appears that she is telling the truth. I'm thinking that someone may have deliberately poisoned Mindy to get them out of the picture. I tell you, my fine acting moved the entire audience to tears. I don't doubt that. Yes, tears of laughter, as I recall. But being famous has its problems too, you know. Here, take a look at this. It's a letter from a stalker. Wendy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight. Your loving night. I was just taking my break when I found this stuck under the door to my room. Honestly, you really have to watch out for these kinds of things. Look at what it says. Wendy? I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night? Why is there a little accent symbol on that E? Huh, how absolutely revolting! I mean, you'd think you could get my name right. There's no accent in my name. Wait, this horrible handwriting. Where have I seen this before? But now that you're here, Edgy Poo, I feel 100% safe. Where do I factor into this? You'd bust that evil stalker man for my sake, wouldn't you, Edgy Poo? Well, if you allow me liberty to handle this in my own way, I'll gladly dispatch a detective to your house later. Oh, come on, Edgy Poo. Stop being so dismissive and playing hard to get. Okay, let's take a closer look at these two pieces of evidence. Okay, we can't look at it directly, but I guess it's legit. So this handwriting. This handwriting, look at the I in tonight, and also night. That I is the same as in the name. Whoever wrote this thought they were writing down Windy, not Wendy. Okay. The hell? So the handwriting, is it the same as on this? No, absolutely not. However, this handwriting is pretty sloppy, and it's in print, not cursive. That's just printed letters. And that. Oh, wait. Wait. Look at those eyes. Larry! The butt has been smelled, ladies and gentlemen. The butt has been smelled. Okay. We'll wrap up our nice little chat with old quote-unquote Windy. God, okay, wait, actually looking at the letter, it's possible that W at the start is actually an M. Yeah, that's Mindy. Larry thought it was Mindy. Mindy, I'll be descending on you from above tonight, your loving night. And Larry, the hopeless romantic that he is, was trying to put on his smooth charms onto his co-worker Mindy. I've completely solved that. I really do think I have. Okay, let's just get over here, right on the other side of the room from Old Bag. Yeah, this is... Just look at the flowers. Look at the flowers, Edgeworth. Take your mind off of it. Okay. The plot certainly thickens, thanks to some very thick individuals. I mean that as in dumbasses. Oh my god, Larry. A force of chaos, a primal force of chaos. Oh, Larry, what have you done? Ugh. Well, I'm certainly left feeling quite perceptive. I've seen through a lot of bullshit right away. I imagine that next time I think we might wrap up discussions with Old Bag first thing, and then we might go into another back and forth debate with the cross-examination and all that. I don't know who with though. Probably Sheila Lane. Probably. God, there's a lot going on. I think I feel a headache coming on, so... I'm Zephyr the Jester. This has been more Ace Attorney Investigations. Always as fun as ever, even if this was exhausting. Mentally and physically. I thank you for watching, and hopefully, I'll catch you next time. So until then, please take care.